Okay guys, so I'm going to help you guys with your homework. We're doing the horizontal and vertical lines. I assigned you guys 1, A, D, and D, question 2, 3, and question 4. Alright, as far as 1 goes, I'm just going to give you guys some minor help. I'm going to use my graphing calculator. Okay, I'm going to go to my y equals. Let me clear all these out. Okay, and I'm going to graph y equals 7. Just to show you that these ones that say y equals, they really can go into your calculator for y equals. So let's take a look at this graph. That's what y equals 7 looks like. Okay, alright, so I'm going to quick sketch that just like you guys should do. And it looks like this, so I'm going to label this as y equals 7. And then from there, you guys should be able to answer the questions that they asked you for within the directions. So please make sure you go back up and read the directions. Okay, so that's the first one that I asked you to do. Now I'm going to do D, where they asked you to graph y equals x. So again, this is one I can put in the calculator because it says y equals. So I'm going to type in x, and I'm going to hit graph. Alright, there's what y equals 7 looks like. So I'm going to do a quick sketch of that, as you guys can in your notes if you're following along. Okay, and it's a line that looks like this. Now normally I wouldn't do that. Normally I would actually use graph paper. But I want to make sure that you guys are just getting the general idea. So again, from there you guys should be able to answer the questions. Okay. Alright, now E's a little bit different. If you're looking back at your notes of x equals, we can see in the notes here that when we were working with x equals a number, it should give us a vertical line. And where should it give us a vertical line? Well, more in particular at -2. So again, please don't make that mistake where you think you're just plotting the dot at -2. That's not what it meant. If I wanted this, I would have asked you for the point 0, -2, which these clearly are not the same. So again, x equals -2 means all the points where the x value is -2. So for example, this is -2, -2. This is the point -2, 4. I made a mistake down here. This is the point -2, 0. Okay, meaning the x value is -2. So what we really should get is a vertical line that looks like this. That should be able to help you answer the questions for part E. Okay. Alright, now it asks us here, which of the following equation of a line that creates the x-axis? Right, so let's take a look. They're asking you about the x-axis. Now, if we're going through our choices, well, let's look at what y equals x looks like. Okay, we saw it. Does that look like your x-axis right there? Nope, it doesn't. Let's check y equals x plus 1. Does that look like your x-axis? Nope. Let's try y equals 0. Now the reason why I'm picking these ones is because they all state y equals. So let me hit graph. And then there you might think something just went wrong because you don't see anything. So let me give you a help. Let me make that a bold line. Now let me go to graph. Now you just see it went across your screen. Okay, is that y equals that the x-axis? Yes, that y equals 0 does give me the x-axis. Okay, so hopefully you have your answer now. Alright, moving on to question number 3. It says, which of the following equation of a line that passes through the point and is parallel to the y-axis? So we need a line that's going to be parallel to the y-axis. So let's take a look at this graph. Okay, if I need it to be parallel to the y-axis, well, here's my y-axis. Right? That means I'm looking for a line that has the same slope. Well, if you remembered from the lesson, this is a undefined line. Okay, so if I plot the point -3, 7, and up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I need another line that's going to be parallel to that. Okay, so that means I have to have the same type of looking line, same slope, which in this case, both of these are undefined because they're straight up and down. So now if you plot a bunch of dots on this line, what you will see is, well, this point right here is -3, 1. This point right here is -3, 4. This point here is -3, 7. So hopefully you have your answer by now, very similar to what we did in class. Okay, moving forward to question number 4. It says if the point, all right, so let me plot that point, -3, there it is reflected in the line x equals 2. Now remember, that's a line. We're not just going to go to where x equals 2 and then draw a dot. So let me draw this line that goes through this point. All right, there's what the line x equals 2 looks like. Okay. Now, if we remembered, this point is going to flip over this line. That's the idea of what reflection means. So when things are reflected over a line, it must have the same distance. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 to the line, then you would count 5 to the other side, and then that would give you where your point would fall. If you have any further questions, please make sure that you ask me in class.